We got Russ and the All Reds, baby. Ants wearing the ants. Lori. Oh shit, Lori's wearing some fucking heaters.
Yo, this guy changed his.
Wait, what?
What's the D with the UI? Is it DUI?
DUI? Is it?
DUI?
Yeah, that's what it stands for. It's meant to
Oh,
be.
that
It's
is.
it's a play on words.
I mean, he's on.
He said his phone died. I said he tried calling him. Hold on. I'm gonna hang up real quick. I'm gonna try to call this. See if he'll join.
Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Two slam dunk champs, Grant Hill and Brent Barry, our analysts tonight. Brian Anderson here. We'll hear from Allie LaForce as well.
Here we go.
And here's Anaheim now. Outside Tatum. The shot won't fall. Markkanen right side. Cranked it in off the glass.
Combine Markkanen's size and that soft touch. It makes him a constant threat inside the painted area. That's why they call him the finisher.
Here's Parrish. And he stepped on the line, so they turn it over. And here's Westbrook.
And for Westbrook, we talk about playing with a controlled intensity, and when he does that, he's unstoppable.
Fresno shooting their first free throws of this game. And that one falls for Westbrook. And so Westbrook nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Parrish. The rebound by Malone. Outside Tatum. Outside Edwards. Pass to Malone. Takes the three. Anaheim with the rebound.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The baseline J is on the way. Anaheim with another miss.
Practically a block. Good, strong challenge.
Yeah, altering the shot just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Fast break, here we go. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen. It's his first trip to the line. And he drops the first. He's off on the second. And it's Tatum with the ball for Fresno. Markkanen from long range. The three. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
It's not a secret that Markkanen can stroke it from long distance, and that ability, that's going to help open up the floor for his teammates.
Pass to Starks. Here's Stoudemire. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Brunson. Anaheim with another miss. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Can you say terrific athlete? Edwards just enjoys getting deep positioning and rising up for the slam.
Parrish. And that one's long.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones. So far, they're owning both ends of the floor. We'll see if they can keep this going.
Like tonight, that all the hustle plays have meant so much to this team. Now just sustain some of that energy and keep comfortable.
We don't always get to see this from Tatum, adding the sizzle to the steak.
And Edwards slams it in.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, dominant so far. That's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
Westbrook outside. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
They've controlled the paint so far. That's been the difference.
Yeah, the bully ball tonight has paid dividends. Highly effective down there with the physical play.
Here's Parrish. And Russell Westbrook gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, there's sometimes games where Westbrook takes personal challenges.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. With our analysts Brent Barry and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, along with reporter Allie LaForce.
Here we go.
Here's Duncan. Outside Edwards. Pass to Mutombo. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's Westbrook. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. From 18 feet away. It's hauled in by Hill. Here's Mutombo. And he drives in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
Both good from the line that time.
And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Pass to Malone. Markkanen outside. And stolen by Edwards. And here's the fast break. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pulls up on the wing. And he gets the jumper to drop.
That's a needle in the haystack shot right there. You're not going to hit that one all that often.
Here's the pick. Outside Edwards. To the left side wing. Takes the 3. Fresno with a rebound. Outside Edwards. It's deflected. Here's Mutombo. Good work there as it goes. Mutombo has got 6.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Westbrook. And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
And Westbrook providing some emotional spark with that jam.
Edwards looking for an opening. Left side Hill. Over Markkanen. Hill can't connect.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Now here's Edwards. He got a piece of it. And they recover it. Clock is at 3. Markkanen from long range. And no good.
That's a tough rebound if you don't have the length that he does, so the size paying off.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And looking at Edwards, the offensive skills he has are impressive. Now he must focus on improving his defense.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Pass to Augman. Over Mitchell. Hits it from the high post.
And hitting from the mid-range here and early. I mean, really give the defense just another thing to worry about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
Markkanen outside. To the paint. Outside for Mitchell. Markkanen outside. Three-pointer. The shot no good. And that does it for the first quarter. They lead by 7. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K. Sports. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Oh, Markkanen, confident from long range.
Just a lights-out shooter. Focus from Lowry is great.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Duncan. And stolen by Williamson. Oh, and the big finish by Williamson.
Yeah, so fun to watch him get fancy on any finish. Zion again to the rack.
Shakes him. And And Williamson with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. Fresno making a switch here. On defense, the visiting team. Trailing by 2. Count that one. Mutombo's got 8.
Sometimes with that much of a height advantage, resistance is futile.
How many times are we going to hear Zion's passing is underrated? Add this one to the list.
Now,
Yes, sir.
oh, wow.
Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards. Wow.
Outside for Mitchell. It's stolen away. In transition, here they come. Here's Mutombo. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Tatum.
No debate there. He got hammered.
He hits the second from the line. Timeout called, Fresno. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Edwards looking it over. Williamson for 3. The rebound by Robertson. The 3 from Ball. Fresno with a rebound.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And it's Tatum missing.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good. Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, well, you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that.
Back to Westbrook. And Westbrook slams it home.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Ball with it. And Kessler picks him up defensively. Here's Holmgren. Holmgren for 2.
And this is what coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
Pass to Kessler. Back to Westbrook. Over Ball. Off the left rim and out. Here's Odom. No made baskets yet. Picked by Williamson. They get it back. Goes back up. And stolen by Williamson. Ooh, poked away. Here's Odom. Takes it inside. Corner shot. Williamson, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
The 3 from Ball. No luck on that one. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. They lead by 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Tipped! And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. Right side Edwards. 5 to shoot. Another shot. Ball no good.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
There's Tatum with the three. And Tatum drills the three.
You know, this team relies on Tatum hitting those shots, and that's why he's such a high-volume three-point shooter.
Here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. There you respect the decision-making from him out there.
Odom can't hit. And here's Markkanen. He'll bring it up for Fresno. 4-point game. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assists. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Odom can't hit. Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Here's Ball. Drops one in from the wing.
Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
Here's Williamson. Nice D from Tatum.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
And one of the stronger finishers in this game, Anthony Edwards at his best.
Ball outside. Shoots over Ball. And Ball gets it to go. Ball's gotten 4 this quarter. Timeout called. Fresno. Westbrook outside. And then Westbrook slams it in.
I know it's just 2, but man, that's a nice 2. Westbrook with the insane creativity.
Here's Edwards. It's good. Edwards, what strength.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Here's Westbrook. He's got 6. Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Pass to Malone. Back to Mitchell. Uncovered. Yep, that one's good. Mitchell's got his first 2 points.
Yeah, this is why defenses must be right up on Mitchell or he'll burn you off the pass.
To the wing on the left. Stolen by Mitchell. Here's Westbrook. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And you'd like to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
And at the same time, you want to get a good shot here, B.A.
Timeout called. Timeout. Fresno.
Started.
41 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Mutombo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mutombo has got 11.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
In transition, here they come. Up and in on the layup.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Pass to Doherty. And that one is hammered home.
Unselfish play there by Zion, moving the ball to another shooter.
Now here's Hill. No good on the three. The three from Ball. Off target from downtown. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. They lead by a bucket. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter number 4. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Here's Bogut. And there's the drive. And that one's good.
Well, Bogut's capable, especially if there's that kind of room, of driving to the rack. Not many guys want to get in front of him.
Oh, hey, how about that?
That's impressive.
Oh, my. Edwards looking to demoralize the defense a little with that one.
Uses the glass on the layup.
With a tough road ahead, they worked hard to get a good shot.
Outside Edwards. Deflected.
Bogut knows his role so well and is always in good defensive position. Good block there.
The shot by Mutombo, no good. Williamson, right side. We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Here's Bogut. The rebound by Markkanen. There's Markkanen. And it's rejected.
And Duncan just times that one perfectly. The shooter should never attempt those kind of shots with Timmy roaming the rim.
19-footer. It's rebounded by Anthony Edwards. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Fresno. Trailing by 4. Westbrook outside. And again, no good by Fresno.
I understand why he took the shot. They need the points, but that's just not a good look.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play. It goes on Russell Westbrook. Timeout called, Fresno.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustments.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey guys, well during the last break I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Back to Edwards. The kick out to Ball. It's Wiggins on the wing. And right on target.
And Wiggins committed to help the team out offensively. Big shot.
1:56 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Bogut. And it's good for 2.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
And here's Ball. And Ball throws it down.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Here's Ball, and he lays it up and in. Ball's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Smart play call to get him something at the rim.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And great job to establish position and square up.
With the drive. Here's Bogut. And here's Fresno now. It's a 5-point game. Wiggins outside. Back to Ball. Yes!
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Defense has got to be better. Flat-out effort was not there.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
They'll probably slow things down now.
Burn the clock while you have the lead. I like that.
And Bogut not messing around underneath, the big fella coming through.
Timeout called, Fresno. And a new group getting ready for Fresno. .29 seconds left in the game. Pass to Markkanen. And it's Augman with a rebound. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
And that's an intentional foul. He gets the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Williamson left side. Pass to Markkanen. And again, no good by Fresno. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5.
The NBA on 2K Sports welcomes you to Wednesday afternoon basketball. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting stories. So New York wins the tip. Ewing left side. Ewing controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Pass to Edwards. And here is Markkanen. Stolen by Bird. The three from Leonard. And the three ball is good.
You set him up more often than not. Leonard will knock him down.
And so Westbrook will bring it up for Fresno. It's a 5-point game. 2 points. That one goes.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Pass to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. A wide open look for Bird. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Now here's Malone. And Ewing sends it back. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Few players have the overall game of Larry Bird. Obviously, we know he can shoot the lights out, but he's also an elite level passer.
Now here's ball. Pass to Ewing. Kicks it out to Leonard. Ball from long range. And again, New York with the triple.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here, had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
Yeah, but we know momentum can flip the other direction very quickly. You can't get complacent now.
Bird. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And it's about the want to. That's what Reed gives you. He can be the heart, the soul, and the backbone of your team.
To stop the run. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Ewing surveying the floor. And then Ewing with the jam.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
Fresno calls timeout. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Doherty outside. Pass to Williamson. It's hauled in by Ewing. New York leading by 12. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Leonard, that's for 2. Here's Reed. Buries the long-range jumper. Reed's got 5 now.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now Wiggins. Kawhi Leonard missing from one. Out of the rafters, he punched it in!
Are you kidding me?
And what a powerful player Wiggins can be. Dunks like this remind you of that elite level athleticism. I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
1 second left. The drive-by ball. And so it's New York. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their work from beyond the arc has been a highlight. A lot of threes finding the bottom of the bucket. And we'll be back with you shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
Pass to Kessler. And here is Williamson. Still without a basket. Here's Markkanen. Stolen by Bird. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Fresno.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
They get it back. Sticks it out to Markkanen. Some nice passing here by Fresno.
And those long arms and huge hands, Leonard has all the tools he needs to erase shots.
And the foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's his first foul. Fresno on D. Trailing by 13. Reed misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Bird. Kicks it out to Leonard. Back to Bird. Ball with a wide open look. New York, no good that time either. And here is Fresno. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. And coach, you watch Markkanen. He's a perfect fit for today's NBA, isn't he?
Yeah, a big guy who can shoot the ball, Kevin. And look, he's learned to put the ball on the floor, go to the basket. He's a lot stronger than people give him credit for. This guy can really play the game.
The drive-by ball.
Aggressive slash right there by Ball, showing no fear attacking the rim.
Lets it go from 14. And he drops that one in. Ewing's got 8.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, this is how you shut the door, right? You keep making good shots and you build the lead.
And Markkanen throws it down.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
Now here's Ball. And here's Leonard from 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Right side, Ball. And it's out of bounds to Fresno. And Fresno making a switch here. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Kicks it out to Markkanen. There's the triple. And it's Reed pulling it down. New York leading by 11. In the corner, it's Bird. And Tatum with a... Oh, Jason Tatum finishes with authority.
I'll tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Ball. Westbrook with the block. Here's Leonard. Pass to Reed. And stolen by Doherty. And Brad Doherty with the slam.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his first foul. And it's out of bounds to Fresno. Outside Westbrook. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. LaMelo Ball picks one up.
And one thing about Westbrook, he does not have a quiet presence. You know he's out there at every moment, and his production speaks volumes.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Ball no good. It's Edwards on the wing. Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Stolen by Westbrook. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. New York leads by 4. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Fresno trails by 4. Outside, Markkanen. And he banks in the layup. Markkanen's got the first basket of the second half here for Fresno.
Look, you got to keep Markkanen out of the paint. He's just too big on that block and imposes his will.
New York moving the ball around. Ewing, good. That's 12 points for Patrick Ewing.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Back to Westbrook. And the call will be against LaMelo Ball. That's his third foul of the game. On defense, New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Well,
just great awareness. He was ready and took advantage.
now here's Ball. He clamped. That one off the back iron, and down it falls. Bulls got 5 points so far. Fresno calls timeout. Fresno trails by 6. Outside Edwards. His three-pointers off the mark. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for New York. Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media, but people in the know how good of a defender he is.
And a fast break now for New York, and stolen by Doty. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Over ball. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Edwards looking it over. Launches a three. It's rebounded by New York.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous. Alexander, no slouch from the line.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits them both.
Thanks.
Now ball. Pass to Edwards. Will it go? Edwards at the rim.
Well, talk about a guy who plays above the rim. Anthony Edwards.
A shot by Middleton, wide open. New York, no good that time either. Now Edwards. Back to Markkanen. Driving in, and Walton sends it back.
And how about the anticipation and timing? You know, we talk about Walton's offense. How about the defense, though, he provides for this team?
And here's Doty for three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And he takes that one up and powers it through. Now, here's ball. The three. No good. New York leading by 10. There's 31 seconds left here in the third quarter. Top of the key, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside for Davis. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off a shot. And here's Mitchell from the arc. Middleton outside. And it's off from three-point range. To the inside. Out to Edwards. And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. A good size advantage, and they'll look to increase it. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. New York calls timeout.
Well, it's a players' league, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Mike D'Antoni was talking about with his team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David.
And he had a good look, and Gilgeous-Alexander made it pay off. Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Middleton. And stolen by Wiggins. Right side Tatum. And Middleton with the block.
What defensive focus from Middleton. Able to anticipate the shot and get a hand on it.
Now off the inbound. And the dunk by Williamson. New York leading by 8. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Walton. New York moving it around. Here's Mitchell. Williamson with the block.
Erased by Zion. He went for it with a lot of enthusiasm.
Well, he saw the defender back, and he got the look he liked from 3 and capitalized.
Here's Walton. Covered by Williamson. In the corner, Middleton with it. Davis sets a screen. Shot's good by Middleton. And New York leads by 7.
Slippery play by Middleton. Comes off the pick and goes on the offensive.
Fresno calls timeout. Here's Ball. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Ball. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, it's scary when you think about how much room Ball has to grow when you factor in how efficient he is already.
Well, that's what you expect from him in this situation.
From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander drills the three-pointer.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Down low. Here's Mitchell. Edwards with the block.
Well, I love whenever Edwards is disengaged defensively. Excellent job coming up with the block.
Kessler makes it off the glass.
Well, sharp interior passing is so important. The best way to create high percentage buckets. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
And Ball is more athletic than giving credit. He's got surprising pop off the floor.
Here's Davis. It's rebounded by Fresno. It's deflected. Pass to Ellison. Back to Ball. To the middle. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Fresno trails by 6. Ball from long range. The shot misses.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Strong take by SGA. 6'6" with point guard skills. What a nightmare matchup he is.
And here is Fresno. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you can trust an efficient shooter like Markkanen in the clutch. He's going to get a good look.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And Fresno making a switch here. And the second of 2 is good. That increases their lead to 6.
And not as productive a trip as you would like, but they're still in a pretty comfortable position.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. A rebound by Mitchell. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for New York. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Now here's Middleton. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And New York leads by 8.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Just too big a deficit to come back from at this point.
Well, you want your players to keep playing hard, but let's be honest. This game's over.
For 3, gets it to fall. So no problem for New York as they get the win. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the